One thing we try to overcome when we meet with the client for the first time, especially like a first-time home buyer, is the anxiety of buying a home. And I believe myself, my opinion of this is a lot has to do with people thinking that when they're purchasing a home, they have to go about this by themselves. They feel as though that they have to learn everything about real estate or understand what a loan officer does. And you do to a certain degree. You have to understand the process, but not the fine details of what we do. One of the benefits of working with us is you're going to have a team right from the beginning. No matter what, you will have a team that will be assigned to you. What I mean by that is there's different levels of working with pros throughout the process. And we're going to go over that today. So the first layer of working with your team is who you're introduced to. So typically, most people, and I'm not going to say that that should be the way you do it, but a lot of times people start off with the realtor or the agent. All right. Their job is to show you real estate. That's their main goal, is real estate. All right. And with us, I'm a loan officer. So I'll be on the lending side. So we'll fall under the lender. But it's two separate categories, and how we come together as teams. That's why I put us on the same level. You have the person that's speaking to you about the money. So interest rates, mortgage payments, down payment, closing costs, all those items is done by the lender. So that's our job, is ensure that we get you the money that you need in order for you to purchase your house. The real estate agent's job is to find the property that you want. So if you're looking for the 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, that beautiful mansion that you want to purchase, it's their job to ensure that you find the home that you desire. So that could be the location, certain school districts, certain zip codes. That's what they're going to do. So I have it broken down. Just money is the lender. The real estate side is for your realtor. That's their job. And we come together as a team to work with the real estate side and the mortgage side, and we bring that all together. By us doing that, that ensures that you make it to settlement on time. So we, from the beginning to the end, we're with you every step of the way. Every step of the way. So even though we start in the beginning, we're going to be there towards the end as well. And so we're going to meet different people that's a part of the team outside of the lender and the agent. Our job on the lending side and on the agent side is to ensure that you have a somewhat seamless process. Not every transaction is going to be super smooth, but it's our job to identify any hurdles or anything that may help you out along the way. So this is the first layer of your team, and we're going to be with you throughout the whole process. So the lender and the agent. All right. So the next person who you're going to meet throughout the process, make sure I have that up. Okay. Depending on what state that you're in, Delaware is an attorney state. You're going to talk to the title company. Now, between the agent and the lender, we're going to spend a lot of time dealing with the attorney / the title company. Their job is to ensure that your title is clear. The seller is selling you the home, so we got to make sure that there isn't any type of liens, any type of judgments, anything that can impact the sale. Their job is to get that done for you. All right. They also will conduct your settlement. Settlement will be conducted at the attorney's office if you're here in Delaware. Depending on what state you're in, you have an attorney state, a title state. They will typically conduct your settlement. So it's their job to bring you to the table. They're going to go over all your documents that you're going to sign for your loan, as well as they're going to pay all the different third-party vendors. That's their job. So they're going to help you pay the third-party vendors. So they're going to cut all the checks for you. All right. And so they'll be able to answer all your questions about the legalities of the transaction. They'll be able to answer any questions. If there are any problems with the title, they can talk to you about that. And if you have a preference of how you want to conduct your title, they could talk to you about that as well. So they'll be a part of your team. So away from the attorney and the title company, the third teammate will be your appraiser. My mark is not the best, but the appraiser's job is the home that you're looking to purchase. They have to ensure that the value is there. So if you're buying a house for $500,000, they want to make sure that the home is really worth $500,000. And outside of the value, they're going to look for any type of safety concerns. So if there's a problem with the roof, they're going to notate that on the report. If there's an issue with the foundation that they can see while they're out on the inspection, they're going to notate that. Or say there's not a handrail when you're going down into the basement, or you're going outside and there's no handrail that is there. They may indicate that on the report because that's a safety issue. They want to make sure that that's all taken care of. So they're going to send you back the report to show you that the home is worth the amount that you wrote on your contract, or it is not. So they will notate that, as well as that they've seen any type of safety issues with the home, they will place that on the report. All right. And with that being said, preferably you want what they call as is, meaning that there isn't any issues with the property and the value is there. But like I said, if there are any issues with the home, it will be notated in the report. So this is the appraiser. So they just want to make sure that you're not buying a home that's worth less than what you wrote on the contract. That's what their job is. So they're working for you, okay? After the appraiser, you also have home inspectors. So I like to say from top to bottom. So that can be your plumbing. They can look at your electrical work with the home to ensure there's no electrical violations that's there. They may go inside of the attic. They may take a look at the basements. If you have basements, depending on where you're located, they're looking at the water, make sure the water works. They want to make sure that the home is move-in ready and there isn't any issues. And they're always going to find something because they want to give you a report of things that they found while they were at the house. And when they're done with that, they're going to give you a report. And the report itself could be used with your agent. So if there's something that needs to be negotiated, a lot of times it kind of happens at this level. So if they did find some things that may need to be addressed with the home, that's where you're finding at. So it allows you to negotiate that. So that's your other teammate. So your home inspector, or you also may get a pest inspection as well. It just kind of depends. Depending on where you're located, you may get a radon. If this pops up, Mark is tripping on me. Pest inspection, radon. There's a few other inspections that you can get it, just as I always say, depends on where you're located, right? But you have your home inspector that's there to help you out. We all come together to help you out with your process. So our job is to give you advice. Our job is to educate you on the process. And then as you start from your contract to settlement, you have multiple people that's there to help you. So that's basically the team. There's a lot of other people that's involved in the process, like you have your homeowner's insurance, you have underwriting that's involved, you have a processing team. There's a lot of people that's behind the scenes that's going to help you make it from the start of your process to the finish line. And that's what we're here for. But me, as your lender, your real estate agent, we're here throughout the full process. Now, some people you may talk to sometimes, as you make it to certain levels of the process, but it's our job to ensure that you make it to the finish line and that you're being protected, that you're doing your due diligence and you submit everything that you need into us in order to get you to settlement. And that's why I call it that's where you go to your party. You know what I mean? The party happens at settlement. And we're so excited to work with you throughout this whole process. And just don't stress out about how this all works. We're here to answer all of your questions for you and to just give you that ease. And while you're at work, you need to just concentrate on working and taking care of your family and just submit documents in as we go through the process. But as long as we know exactly what you want, as long as you turn in the documents that is needed in order for you to make the purchase, we will help you take care of the rest. The last thing I want to add to it is you will be included throughout the whole process because we want you to understand the process. We want you to learn throughout the process because how often people buy homes. Now, you have real estate investors that buy houses all the time, but if you're occasionally buying a home here and there, it takes a team to help you out. And we want to ensure that you're not stressed out as you go through the real estate cycle. All right. Hopefully that can answer some of your questions. Hopefully that gives you some type of ease when it comes to the process, but you got a team. All right. See ya.